All right. And now that we're on point. So, friendly reminder, on Tuesday, your focus, your spice, your map, your primary source are all due. Last weekend, you should have finished your spice, or throughout this whole week, you should have finished your spice. This weekend, your focus should be on your focus. How convenient. If you have been dragging your butt all week, then this weekend is really going to be unfortunate for you. So hopefully you are making the time to do it. It is due on Tuesday. I will not treat, I do not treat late work with kindness when it's on a big deadline like this. Does that make sense? Some of you didn't turn in your do-nows. I'm pretty low-key about do-nows. You need to do them, or you're held accountable, of course. But focuses and spices I don't mess around with. Why? Because they're our entire content. Can we agree? Those are the two hardest assignments. I don't appreciate slacking off on that. Now, every once in a while, if you fall a little behind, am I kind? Every once in a great while, yes. Kindness, that is I'm kind. However, if it's a regular thing, no one should not be turning in a do now or their focus and spice on Tuesday. You've had 2 weekends to complete it. I will not be kind, and I will be more than happy to take off a ton of points. Is everyone clear? Now, because it is 2 pages each, your focus is 2 pages, your study guide, your spice is 2 pages. They're worth 20 points. So they're worth double than they're typically worth because they're twice the work. Does that make sense? So if you don't do them and you don't do them well, your grade is going to plummet significantly. Now that should make you feel pretty good. So you got 20 points for your 20 points for your do now, 20 points for your focus, 20 points for your spice. So that's 60 points right there. 10 points for your map, 10 points for your primary. That's already 80 points. Your test is only worth 50 points. Why am I telling you this? Because if you get rocked on your test, is it going to screw you over? No. The most important thing to me is that you're showing up every single day and you are working as hard as you can. I can help you improve your test scores. Every week you're going to get better. I can deal with that. But if you're not doing your work, drop my class. However, if you're going to get rocked on a test and you're doing the work, I will work with you and we will get you to where you need to be. That should make you feel pretty good. So you shouldn't be terrified that, oh my God, I'm going to get rocked. You could get rocked and still do fine. That's what the points are there for, yes? And that doesn't even, so 80 points is what I just came up with, and then that doesn't even include the 30 points from your vocab quizzes.
The 30 points?
Yeah, your vocab quizzes are 30 points, so what is 80 plus 30? 110. Yeah, look at that, math! Yes! Okay, 110 points versus 50. If you do your work in my class, and you don't do great on the test, you're still going to be okay. That's how it works, yes? Okay, so see that, feel better about it. You don't have to be perfect on the test. You have to be constantly trying to improve. That's all that matters in my class. Is everyone clear? So hopefully that'll help you prepare for Tuesday. All right, to the boards. On your whiteboard, give me all 3 Chinese dynasties in order. You do need your notes out. I'm going to do my America's notes. I'm going to finish that up as soon as we finish reviewing. So have your notes out. Good. Wyatt, what are they? On your whiteboard, please tell me, what are my 3 Indus River not dynasties, they are not dynasties. What are my 3 Indus River civilizations in order? If you don't know, I have no problem with you looking. However, looking at me, looking at you, and you not knowing the answers, that makes me mad. Good. What do we got? Mia? Dravidians, Harappan, Aryans. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the written language of the Indus River Valley? Why don't you know these answers, Jordan? Video?
Yeah.
The one that I post online that takes me about an additional 30 minutes a day to post on top of the instruction?
Yeah.
Cool. How's that working out for you?
That's good.
No. You have a test on Tuesday, and everyone's agreed this is the hardest stuff. So what should have been your priority all week? Yeah, it should have been. That happened on Tuesday. Cool. It's Friday. What do we got, Alejandro?
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. If you had to describe Sanskrit, what would it look like when... That's not a description, that's you pointing. Huh? Curving. Loopy cursive, Quinn. Thank you. You're doing awesome today. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the 4 religious texts the Aryans write in Sanskrit, and write down on your board which is the most important one. So you should have 3 words on your board. What are the name of the religious texts? Please tell me what is the most important of those texts. Tristan.
There's the Vedas and then the Rig Veda.
The Rig Veda is your most important one. The Vedas and the Rig Veda are all the foundation of what major religion? Good. What is it, Savannah? Hinduism. On your whiteboard, please tell me what do you got, Ayla?
So the questions that are on the same now are
The questions that I'm asking you now is the content that you need to know, so that when you get the questions on my test, you apply that information and answer the questions. Does that make sense? So, like, for instance, like I said, the first 3 questions are on a map. On the map, it could say, where is the location of the Vedas created? And where would you put it? In the Indus River Valley, correct? Because, the Aryans wrote the Vedas, and the Aryans are located in the... That's the type of conceptual knowledge. Will there be a couple, like, who's the father of Judaism? And the answer is Abraham, of course. Remember, I told you I'm going to have a couple high-level, 1 AP question, a couple of higher-level stimulus-based ones, and then I'm going to have a bunch of low-level multiple-choice questions to help keep those grades up. There's going to be a little bit of a spectrum and a little bit of sprinkling of it. But is it going to say all of the questions are going to be the same as I have? No. However, the information I am covering on these boards are the information you need to be able to apply in those stimulus-based questions. Does that make sense? All right, what do you got?
What's a stimulus-based one?
That's what we did yesterday,
I wasn't
man.
here yesterday.
Cool. Thanks for watching my video.
I actually saw parts of it.
Oh, parts of it. Clearly, you didn't watch the whole thing, which means you didn't get the biggest part. Takes an additional 30 minutes a day to do it. Do not show up to my class. Yeah. What a boring way to spend your Friday, but sure. Show up to my class prepared, because if you don't, you're just standing there confused, like these 2 gentlemen. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of, give me the 2 reasons why civilizations are found near rivers. You don't use that word. Sarah, what are they? No, I don't like your wording. Hello, we've been very specific on the word choice we've been using. Abby. Irrigation and flooding. And why do we need flooding? Why would we want that, Abby? Farming. But what other thing do we need? The silt. Okay. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first emperor of Egypt? Good. What do we got? What do we got? Quinn? Sure, sounds good. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of, please tell me, what is the name of the written language of Mesopotamia? And show me what it looks like. Bless you. Good. What is it, Ricky? If you had to describe it, what would it look like, Ricky? Little wedge shapes. On your whiteboard, what is the name of the people who spread metallurgy and language throughout Africa? Good. Good. Through Africa? You think Chinese people are spreading it through Africa? No. What do we got? Saran. Bantu. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of, please tell me, what is the name of the first written book in history? Come on. This was actually on the AP exam last year, actually. So I don't think it's going to be on this year's exam, but it was on it last year. That's for sure. What do we got? Jason. There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first maritime empire? What is the name of the first maritime empire? Oh gosh, guys. Good. Emma. Phoenicians. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first military empire? The first military empire in the whole world. Oh my gosh. Good. What? No.
It's like in
It's
the
dynasty.
area.
It's a dynasty.
So it's like,
No. Who is it, Cheyenne? The Shang. The Shang are going to have the first military dynasty. Why? On your whiteboard. What did they invent? God. What?
bronze and
You're
iron.
supposed to write it on your board there, boss. I don't know if you noticed there's a pattern here. Yeah. It's bronze. Thank you, Rex. On your whiteboard, please tell me who are the nemesises of Egypt? They eventually do defeat, and it will start the new kingdom once they defeat them. Good. Who is it, Rachel? Nope, sorry, I didn't read your board. What do we got, Nathan? The Nubians. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of what is a subcaste called? So in our caste system, we have a subcaste. What do we call subcastes? That's not good. Good. What do we got? Mia. Jati. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the writing system in Egypt, and show me what it looks like, please. And I'm going to ask how that even happens. What is it, Ava? And how would you describe it? There you go. Perfect. All right, open up your notes. Who can tell me where we left off?
At the end of it, this way with Ali.
Okay, perfect. At the end. So we got to the caste system, correct? Did we get to Jati?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So the caste system is going to be the social structure of India. It's going to last until the 1970s officially. However, it's still incredibly influential today. And there we go. We also know that did you put a big star and say that India is the most patriarchal society in the whole world? Okay, we talked about sati, which is the burning of the wife. Yes? I know we didn't. Okay, don't worry, we'll get to it. It's a period 2 kind of thing. We'll get to it. Perfect. So we're done with them. We're starting with the Americas. So skip a space and write the Americas or Mesoamerica, whatever you want. I don't care. All right. So who can raise their hand and tell me where the first humans are? This is a good review as well. Where are the first where are the first people located in the whole world? What do you got, Ayla? East Africa. So now we have people in the Americas. Who can raise their hand and tell me how we got from East Africa all the way to the Americas, since the first ship does not get there until 1492? Tristan.
The land bridge between Alaska, or modern-day Alaska, and then modern-day Russia.
All right, perfect. So take a glance over here, please, at my big map in the back. I'm running out of room over here. All right, so East Africa, Ethiopia is where the first humans are, okay? We know that migrations are occurring, so people come from here. Who's going this way and that way? What do we call them? Oh my God, people, they're carrying language and Melbourne. Bantu, yes. The Bantus are the ones moving around here. Everyone else is going up through the landmass, which is the isthmus, okay? And then they're spreading this way, okay? So, are people going to be in the Americas fast or slowly? Yes, they have a long way to go. So they go all the way over here to the corner of Russia. Then they walk across the Bering Strait. On extremely low tides, the water is very, very low. Every like 30 years, it's super low. On top of the fact that the world is colder, so the ice caps, okay, there's more ice, so the people are walking across. So they walk from Russia to Alaska. Then they start walking south, okay? So we have tribes throughout all of Canada, throughout all of modern U.S., Mexico, and they eventually make it all the way down to South America. So is the Americas going to be advanced as the peoples over here? No, they're going to be behind for a very long time because it took so long for people to even get there in the first place. So on your notes, you need to write that people migrated from Asia to the Americas via the Bering Strait. Migration across the Bering Land Bridge, the Bering Strait. That's how people got to Americas, okay? It is going to be a very slow pilgrimage, okay? Eventually, they'll make it all the way down to South America, okay? That's all you need to know. These obviously are hunter-gatherer societies. Now, the first American civilization, you're going to want to write this down, are the Olmecs. Your first American civilization are called the Olmecs. You do need to know that they are nicknamed the rubber people. They liked rubber trees. We don't know why, but we know they planted tons of them everywhere they were. We don't know if they worshipped them. We don't know if they used them. They did something with them. We don't really know why. Who can raise their hand and tell me why we don't know why? Why, Ricky?
There's not much documentation.
There's zero documentation. Why? Why, Yannick?
They have no writing.
There's no writing system in the Americas. Who can raise your hand and tell me when the first writing system really arrives in the Americas? Matthew.
With Columbus.
Yeah, when the Spanish arrive. Okay? All of a sudden now we're going to start getting a ton of documentation. Now the Mayans, who we've heard of before, correct? The Mayans have a numeric system. And they're able to keep counts in their numeric system. Why do we know they definitely have a numeric system? Why do you, as someone who hasn't studied it, why, Abby? Yeah, they have the calendar. Okay, remember the world was supposed to end in 2015? Yeah, there you go. Okay, you need to know that they make big heads. You need to know that they're the rubber people. They make stone heads. Remember we saw some of them yesterday? They look pretty cool. Okay? We assume they're religious reasons. Why are we assuming they're religious reasons? If you're in Ren, you better throw your hand up real quick and answer, why do we assume they're religious? Oh God, Ren's going to be so sad when I tell him. Why, Mia? I know you're in fourth period. I know you know this answer. Were they ornate or were they very simple, the Olmec heads? Why? They're ornate, so why do we assume they're religious?
Because you wouldn't do that unless
Yeah.
there was a
Maybe if there was like a pretty girl, why you spend all that time working on it, right? But typically most people are going to do it for religious reasons, correct? Okay, so they're going to be done, and they assume about 1,000 workers per head. So it's usually going to be that. Now, I would put a big star. All American civilizations are based on maize. Who can raise your hand and tell me what maize is? What is it, Sarah? Corn. It's actually smaller than corn, but it's essentially corn. I don't care if you call it corn. But know that maize is smaller than corn. There you go. There's also another big star, because this is going to be true until the Spanish arrive in period 4. There are no beasts of burden. Who can raise your hand and tell me what does it mean when I say beasts of burden? Amari, what do you think that means? No, they have good domestication. They got dogs and chihuahuas. Right? Hell yeah. Those are Mexican. Okay? We got dogs domesticated. Yannick.
They have no larger animals like horses.
Yeah, they have no horses. The first horses don't arrive until the Spanish. They don't have oxen. Oxen arrives with the Spanish. Okay? What is the largest animal in the Americas previously to the Spanish arrival? Emma? Llamas. Have you ever looked at a llama and said, wow, that llama's working hard? No, they're awful. They can carry some stuff, but they're not particularly useful. So you need to know that there are no beasts of burden in the Americas at all. Who is doing all the backbreaking work?
People.
The people, the humans. Which means, are we going to have huge crop yields or smaller crop yields? Smaller crop yields. Okay, because it's harder work to do. We have no animals to assist us. It is very, very hard. So we're going to have smaller populations, smaller cities, because the agriculture can't subsidize it. All right. Cool. They die off. Cool. All right, here we go. Mayas. The Mayas, Mayans, either or. Okay? They're your next ones. Okay, here's a couple things you need to know. They are known for their terrace farming. Does anyone know what terrace farming is? What is it, Mia?
Isn't it when they do it like on hills kind of?
Yeah, it looks like steps to God is really what it looks like. So when we talk about terrace farming, okay? All right, I'm just going right here. I need more space in my room. Can you tell? Okay, so here's a mountain. Can you grow crops on a mountain? No, why? Quinn, why? It's too steep, so what happens to all the water? It rushes right off. So, terrace farming is actually, for the first time, is going to be perfected in the Americas, eventually, without any communication, will eventually make it to Asia later on. Okay? But in the Americas, they start doing it first because they have a higher need. So what they do is they dig, obviously manually, by human hands, correct? They dig and cut out little steps into the mountain. Why? Tristan.
Water in the States.
Yeah. You plant your little crops here.
Is that like what?
Yeah. That's why if you go to South America, you see all these, like, they look like giants, like staircases. Okay? And that's terrace farming. Okay? It's really hard to do, especially if you have no beast of burden. They're the first place in the world to do it. Eventually, it's super famous in China. If you go out to rural China, apparently all the mountains are that way. And what are they growing in China? Huh? Rice. Yeah, they're all rice paddies. Okay? All right, cacao beans. What are cacao beans used for? Chocolate. Okay, they're going to be used as currency. This is a fun fact. This will be for the rest of American history, essentially. Okay, so those are big things. Okay, they do believe in ritual sacrifice. Ritual sacrifice. What does that mean? We're going to get into it a little bit later. The Aztecs do it better. But what does ritual sacrifice mean, Emma? Yes! Yes! It's called bloodletting as well. We're going to kill people in order to make the gods happy. That's a religion I could get behind, you know what I mean? I could. It'd be awesome. The Aztecs do it better. They got a blood slide, for God's sake. They cut out your heart at the top of the pyramid. Then they flip you over after they cut your heart out, pull back your head, cut your throat, so you spurt blood down like a slide kind of thing, and then they push you off, and then you go for like a death slide. You're already dead because your heart's out, you know, but like, it's pretty cool. What?
What about the way the models go business?
It's pretty cool, but the Aztecs got a lot of flair for it. Because one day, as soon as the Spanish arrived and they started fighting against them, they killed 1,500 people that way. Could you imagine how high the bodies would be stacked up the damn blood slide? Just visualize. Imagine how bad it smells. By the way, as citizens of the Mayas, because the Mayans are going to be the foundation for eventually the Aztecs, you would go up to the ceremonial blood center, put your hands in the blood, and put it on your body, because obviously it's a blessing. You know how if you're Catholic, you put your hands in the holy water and you bless yourself? You do the same thing with the blood. Fun fact. All right. They do create a calendar. You do need to know it is going to be pretty damn accurate, the calendar. So the Mayans create the first calendar. They also create the number 0. It's going to be over 1,000 years before people in Eurasia discover 0. Why is 0 a big deal? Why is 0? We don't know. Why? Saran.
Because, like, it's nothing and it's, like, placeholder.
It's a placeholder, absolutely. Everything is based on it. You can't have an accurate counting system without it. Okay? So it's a huge deal. The Americas are the first ones to have it. Eventually, the Arabs are going to create it. Actually, no, it's the Indians. It's the Guptas who are going to create it first. And then it's going to spread to the Arabs, and the Arabs are going to give it to the Europeans. Because the Europeans are just playing with sticks for a very long period of time. Okay, we got bloodletting rituals. Pretty cool. Okay, they have a ball game. And I don't want to... So... Chavín, you're going to skip a space. This is your Chavín. Okay. They create a cult based on maize. That's what you really need to know about. And they create a cult based on maize. Oh, they're located in the Andes Mountains. Where is the Andes Mountains? Matthew? In Chile in South America. Okay. They're a very complex society, which means they have a lot of government positions. They have a lot of government positions. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed the Americas. Why don't we know that much about the Americans? There's no writing. We don't know. We don't know. We know a lot about the Aztecs. Like, for instance, I know that they wipe the blood because the Spanish are like, oh my God, you have no idea what's going on here. What do you got?
So we don't even know about the Aztecs.
No, the Aztecs are in period 3. The Mayans go from period 1 to period 2, to the brink of period 3, and the Aztecs kick up.
And are Chavíns, like, they live off in the mines?
Nope, they're doing their own thing. They're in Peru. Yep, they're in their own. They have a cult. We're gonna pick them up later. The Americas are a little a little tricky because there's a lot of overlap in the periods. Typically, when we cover a period, we cover a civilization, we consider them done at the end of that period. But the Americas have a lot of bleeding, okay, which we'll get to as we go. Cool. There you go. All right, on your whiteboard, here we go. Please tell me, what is the name of the first civilization in the Americas? What is the name of the first civilization in the Americas? Come on. Come on. What do we got? Sydney. Olmec. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the group that has a cult that worships maize? Good. Good. Amari. Chavín. On your whiteboard, please tell me, which is going to be the most sophisticated of the American civilizations? Which civilization is going to be the most sophisticated? No, just because they have a cult? No. Who are they? Phoebe. Mayans. Why did you know it was the Mayans, even though I didn't explicitly tell you that, Phoebe?
Because I don't know, because they just sing with the highest power.
Well, yeah, like, because of what? What was your evidence? What did they create?
The terrace farming.
Terrace farming they created. What else did they create? What else, Cheyenne?
The calendar.
The calendar. Hell yeah. Can you create a calendar? Hell no. Not a shot in hell. Even with modern technology, you can't do the math. What do you got, Mia? The zero. Yes. Okay. All of those things are going to be the most advanced society in the Americas for a very long time. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is... I think we're okay, aren't we? It's Friday. I feel like that. Alright, I'm good. I'm okay. Any last minute big questions? Oh, spice. Take out your spice. You're supposed to do it after my Gino there, girl. Take out your spice. My girl, Saran, has a couple questions about spice. We'll see if we can help you out. You can maybe help her out. Let's go. Alright, Saran, what do you need? Hebrews. You can give me an interactions with the environment for Hebrews. What do you got, Savannah?
A drought forced Hebrews to migrate to Egypt.
There you go. We got droughts that are going to be the sign, seal, deliver of the Hebrews and the ending of their home state. What else? You need an S? Saran? Huh? E. Economics. Didn't we say that they're slaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. They're of value. They're slaves. Ayla, what do you need? Phoenicians. What do we got for political? For Phoenicians. What do we got, Wyatt?
Extended empire across the Mediterranean.
Okay, for sure. They're going to dominate an empire. What is their big city? Does anyone remember? What is their big city? It's a huge rival eventually of Rome. Savannah?
The Carthage?
It's Carthage, yeah, absolutely. Carthage is going to be a huge rival of Rome later on. But it's going to be started by the Phoenicians. That's going to be their big helm for them, if you care. What do you got, Savannah? What do you need?
I need the S for Phoenicians.
S for Phoenicians. They are the largest social class is merchants. The largest social class. Mia, what do you need? Indus River Valley social. Obviously, you got the caste system, because that would be crazy. Jati is all your subcasts. You can even double up on that one if you want. What else would be a social? They're clearly defined. Oh, social class is dictated by birth. All those would suffice. All right. What else do you need?
The S for
S, social for Yellow River. What can we say? What can we say? What?
Kings and nobles were at top of social hierarchy.
There's no kings in China. We call them what?
Emperors.
Emperors. Okay. All right. What were you saying about Yellow River? Emperors and what?
And nobles were at top of social hierarchy.
Fine. Emperors are at the top of social hierarchy. What else can we say about social for the emperors? What do you got, Nathan?
Never mind. I wrote down the most of the people were like peasants.
Yes, most people are peasants. You also could have written down for social for Yellow River that it is all of a land-based society. Okay, it's all land-based. During period 1, I'll accept those answers. All right, what else you got? No one else needs anything? I'm trying to help you out. Phoebe, what do you need?
it's not much to be inspired.
Sure, what do you got?
Since we don't have a vocab quiz on Monday, when do we have our quiz?
Actually, that's a great question. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to give you kind of next week kind of off. Because I want to get us back to a normal pattern because I'm obviously testing on Tuesdays. I usually test on Thursdays. Does that make sense? So the Persians and the Greeks are going to go really fast because it's a lot more content than you currently have. So I'm trying to give you a couple extra days to kind of get your feet on the ground. So I think I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, test on Thursday for vocab. Does that make sense? So I think I may just give you the rest of week 3 off. Is that okay? Are you offended?
No.
Okay. So I think we'll probably start doing vocab a week from Monday. I hope you see that I am slow and that I'm giving you breaks because they disappear very quickly. All right. No one else needs anything? What do you need? E for the Pacific civilizations? They're going to, for E for economic, they are going to be trading island to island. And very close islands, they're not doing long range islands. All right. What do you need, Tristan?